that means it's time for some celebrity dish. So we have Autumn Joy. Now bringing all the joy, all the color.
Yes, and you know how I do, girls. You know I love a good pink dress.
Hey, listen, no surprise.
I wish they could smell the newsroom, the studio right now.
We need smell-o-vision.
I do it just for you, Steven. I swear. I dusted off my perfume bottles, and I'm like, I'm going to put on a different smell every time I'm here just for you.
How do you determine the smell, though, that you're going to rock for the day?
It depends on my mood. You know, if I'm feeling flirty and fun and pink today, so I wore my Carolina Herrera, you know?
Carolina for your boy. You know, I'm from Carolina, by the way.
And that's why you see what I did there.
So I knew it.
You see what I did.
Did your thing.
It matches the mood, the energy. Good to have. You want to get into
Let's do it.
All right, because first up, we are not done with the Travis and Taylor news because someone's opinion about her boo thing maybe stirring up some bad blood on social media. Travis is somewhere minding his business, doing a game show, a TV show, a podcast, and someone else is getting in the way.
Getting in their business, not involved in the two of them whatsoever, but we all have opinions on it, and Jana Kramer is sharing hers. The One Tree Hill star called out the fact that Travis Kelce is a bit of a party animal, which I don't think surprises us too much. But in her recent podcast, which I believe is called The Wind Down, she said that he is constantly drunk. Take a listen.
I feel like she is more emotionally intelligent than that. And so that's why I'm like, is he fulfilling? And not because he's an athlete or because he plays football.
To me, he's always drunk. Every time I've ever seen a video, he's just always drunk. And I'm like, I hope that she doesn't go on that. Like, it's just, you see her, I see her drinking more now because of, like, the company you keep.
I mean, look, I don't know where this is coming from all of a sudden. I don't know why she's inserting herself into their business all of a sudden. Travis seems to be doing just fine, winning multiple Super Bowls and booking all kinds of Hollywood gigs. Autumn, is this a red flag to you?
Okay, first of all, who the heck is Jana Kramer?
That's what I was about to say, Jana. She must have been intoxicated when she said it.
Exactly. That's number one. Number two, they got to stop selling microphones at this point. Like, everybody does not need a podcast.
I thought it was a Club Shay Shay podcast.
Like, what is going on?
This is what it sound like.
Yeah, for me, she just sounded like a hater. She sounded like somebody that had word vomit and just needed something to say to potentially go viral. And just leave Travis alone. That man is doing what he does best, winning at life. So there's that. If he wants to be drunk, let him be drunk.
And focusing on Tay-Tay. I mean, does Jana have somebody to focus on?
Yeah, Jana,
did I miss something? I don't like it either.
My question is, will Taylor Swift respond to any of this? Is this a clapback moment? She hadn't said anything?
No. She may write a song about it, but she's not going to say it.
It all comes out in the music.
Did she get on the X list, the Mean Girls list for this?
Pretty much. The burn book, right?
Yeah, the burn book.
The closest we'll get to a diss track with her will be in one of her songs, lyrically.
Exactly.
You know, so, I don't know.
But now we know who Jana is, apparently.
Yeah, it worked.
Congratulations.
Like she took a page out of the Club Shay Shay playbook.
But I'm not going to listen to her ever again after this, though, whoever she is. Bye,
She's an actress, I think.
Oh, well, there's that.
Podcast host. All right, let's talk about Britney Spears now, because good news for fans, apparently there may be new music on the way. We've heard Britney say there's no chance of that ever happening again, but that might not be the case. So fellow singer and songwriter Charlie XCX stopped by Watch What Happens Live on Monday and confirmed with Andy Cohen that she was tapped to write new songs for what would be Britney's 10th studio album. But before things could really materialize, the news leaked online and got back to Britney, who pretty much debunked the whole thing, saying, quote, "I don't have random people write for me." Ouch, random. But Charlie doesn't have any hard feelings, telling Andy that she thinks Britney's team got ahead of themselves when they approached her and likely didn't discuss it with the star herself. As for now, Charlie says she's holding out hope that Britney changes her mind because writing for her would be a dream come true. Do we want new Britney music? And if we want it, do we want it straight from her? Does it matter who it's written by, as long as we get it?
I mean, I'm kind of over the dance videos at this point, so maybe the music will kind of like overshadow that. So I'd be here for a Britney Spears album.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up with Britney, but I think what I heard her say was keep my name out your mouth.
Wow.
You know, because the thing is, this is supposed to be her team.
Yeah.
And for them to even leak anything remotely suggesting, you know, that she's going to release music before she's ready to do so.
Yeah.
I think that's what we've seen with Britney for years now, that people around her she essentially can't trust.
Yeah.
But when she's well and ready, I will definitely accept the new music.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for Britney Spears to come up with new music. I actually thought Britney Spears was going to be on this Beyonce album just because we hadn't heard from her in a while. Yeah, I know you're looking at me crazy. I did, yeah, because I know Beyonce is the refurbisher of all things old. But
Not all things old.
Listen, I love Britney, and I think she's great. And like you said, we grew up with her, so it's going to be exciting to see some new music from her. I don't know where she is vocally. I don't know where she is musically. I don't know how emotionally, what she's going to give us. Could it be a dark album? Could it be an exciting album? Will we see her in the same light that we've seen her in the past?
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's a mixed bag right now.
Is she going to tap into her pseudo R&B hip hop bag? I know she tiptoed into that a little bit.
R&B?
You remember that song she did with the Yin Yang Twins?
She did do a song with the Yin Yang
towards
Twins.
the end, she started dipping over into other genres.
She sure did.
It can't be dance, it can't be pop. That's how they say that.
Let's just let her focus on her ankle healing at this point.
Well,
like, I think
she
that's
has more than...
let's get her ankle healed first, okay? So she can get back to her pole and dancing.
Yeah, pass that on to her people, Chris.
Will, don't you worry. I am in touch with Britney and her people constantly, as you know. All right, guys, let's wrap things up on this Wednesday talking about the show Wednesday. It was a huge hit for Netflix, and everyone has been wondering when we would finally get season 2. And while we don't know quite yet, we do know things are in motion because season 2 is now in full swing and filming is taking place in Ireland. Netflix unveiled the entire cast lineup for the highly anticipated new season of the popular series. Of course, Jenna Ortega will return as Wednesday Addams. She will also produce season 2. However, there are some major changes. Deadline has confirmed with sources that 3 season 1 series regulars whose characters were alive and well in the finale, including Percy Hines White, who was a major character, will not be back for season 2, but they are adding to the cast as well. Christopher Lloyd, one of the big names, joining for season 2, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I mean, I love Catherine Zeta-Jones. So I was in it all the way when I first saw her. But I actually got stuck on this series. I started watching it with my son, just so, something to do as a family.
Yeah.
But then I started watching it without him. He's like, Mom, why would you do that? Because I was just so into it. It was like really good. So I'm excited about this.
I have not seen Wednesday, but I did watch Bridgerton. And since they have openings, maybe we can get Reggae John Page on Wednesday, and I'll watch that part.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
I loved Wednesday like you did, and I saw it and I just thought, okay, this is going to be corny. It did not disappoint.
Yeah.
It was so good. So I'm excited for another season of it. And I hope that, what they bring is more of the storylines that we saw in the first season.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll be able to exfoliate those a little bit.
Christopher Lloyd is a heavy hitter.
Exfoliating and refurbisher.
He needed that for the feet and ankle comment, right? The exfoliation and healing of
We did start talking about feet. We did, real quick, huh?
Sure did.
It's a joy. It's a joy. And we'll see you on Lion Lunch Hour. All right.